Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Dave here with another review test. As you can tell from the title, it's another air purifier. I don't know how I became an air purifier person. I don't know. This one's actually from JAFANDA, and they actually reached out after I did my last review on forgot what the model was, but the bigger version. And they were coming out with a smaller version that's more for smaller rooms, and thought that it might be handy and something that I could use in something like a hobby room. It's actually worked out pretty damn good. I've actually been testing this for about a month, and they actually just released it day before yesterday, I believe. There will be a link down below. It is not an affiliate link. It's just directly to their site and their sales page on it. It's not an Amazon page. I don't get anything for this. I'm not getting paid for this, though they did end up sending it to me to test and review for you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. Don't know why, because I'm not really liked for doing my reviews because I'm too honest and I'm not all clean. You're not going to catch a bunch of B-roll. I'm just going to be honest with you about it. So this is going to be the JAFANDA JF180. It's not in the box. There's been a couple of people that have done reviews, and this is the guy right here. It's small. It's a desktop version. It's been in use, so it's not going to be like a bunch of other reviews that come out where they're pulling it out of the box and pulling the wrapper off. No, this has been in use, and I'm going to give you a real world experience with it. Comes with an instruction manual. We'll take a look at that. Comes with a power cable. We'll take a look at that. It comes with these little guys. We're not going to take a look at these because there's already one in here. It's kind of cool, especially if you're like kind of foo-foo la-la, or if you're like me and you have this in your hobby room and you work with resins, lacquers, things like that, and you want to kind of deaden down the smell so that your wife doesn't beat your ass. Yeah, so let's take a look. I'm going to show you the box real quick, just the outside of it. Then we'll take a look at the unit and I will let you know what I think. All right, so here is the packaging for the JAFANDA air purifier, the desktop version. Removes dust, pollen, smoke, VOCs, a virus, bacteria. Since I work in the medical field, I don't know how legitimate that is, and pet dander. Here you've got this side just showing you the filter system. Same thing on this side, and some more info on here. Now this is where those little pads come in. There's actually a little pocket in the front that you can use the aromatic oils, and you can put them in there. Part of it ends up working really well, and depending, part of it actually gets sucked back in and through. It depends on how high that you have it. But if you guys want an honest review, I'm going to give it to you. It does come in 3 colors. You have sky blue, which is the one that I got, rose pink, and space gray. Would have been funny if they sent me the pink one. Taking a look at the manual here, it does come in how many languages? Oh, just 1 language. Wow. Okay. I never actually looked at the manual. I didn't need to. But we'll flip through the manual real quick. Gives you package contents, details, safety information. Now what I do like is this is a bladeless fan, so you don't have to worry about get all gunked up and stuff, because that's the problem I've had with most, and even their other one I think had a fan blade in there. I'm not really concerned with it. I mean, if you keep your filters clean, you don't have to worry about them getting all gunked up, but it is a possibility and something to keep track of. Just some information. You got the pre-filter, HEPA filter, activated carbon. I do like because that sucks a lot of odors out of the air. Operation instructions for taking out and putting in the filter. Kind of cool. Replacement filters you can end up ordering. I'll be honest right here off the bat. If you take the vacuum and use the little bristle brush thing on there, because there are screens on both sides of the filter. If you do that like every 2 weeks, it is severely going to prolong the life of this device and these filters. I do that with all of mine. I do that with my big one for the AC, and it really helps when extending the life of it, especially if you have like a couple pets. Like I now have 2 cats. The pet dander, pet hair, things like that, static electricity, things like that. It really sucks it to the case and the pre-filter. Just vacuum that off about once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it will at least double the life of the filters on there. Otherwise, they're going to get all caked up with junk. Just being honest. You get a power brick. The cable's pretty long. It's about 4 feet, so it should reach on top of almost any desk. And you don't have to have this on a desk, but that's where I have it. I actually put it behind this monitor over here. I have the air booth that's right over here, and then I have a monitor, and I actually have it behind that monitor, and it works really well back there. It keeps some air flowing across here, and it keeps a lot of dust off of just my normal stuff. I'm not in here all the time, but I have found with doing some woodworking and stuff in here that I do some sanding and I do some more detailed work up here, and I have found that it has kept down the dust, and I have done some work on some models up here, and it's helped with that as well. Now, I will be honest, I don't know the pricing on this. I haven't looked. There's a link down below. Go over, take a look. If you're interested in it, fine. If not, fine. Keep an eye on it because they always do have sales. I personally haven't looked at what the price is. They sent it to me for free to try out the review for you guys. And lastly in goodies is 4 more of the little filters that go in there. You can literally just take some cotton. You can literally just take some cotton and cut them into squares and stick it into the little tray. It'll work just as well. And this is kind of cool because it's small enough I can get it in the shot, and it's got cat hair on it. So this is the only downside that I end up seeing on here. I do like the cloth texture that's on here. That is really cool, but it does have a tendency of grabbing pet hair and stuff. It wipes off easy, like that's not a problem. My only concern is like over time, dust collection. It says that it's white, like you can wipe it with a damp cloth and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't needed to do it. I haven't done it. So to be able to get into your little container with the diffuser, you just click on that, little tray opens up, pop it back in, and it stays there. Air comes out, grabs it, and diffuses it in the air. Now the little feet on here, they do look like wood. They are not. They are a rubberized plastic, so it doesn't slide around on your desk. That's a good thing. You do have a on-off. You also do have a light selection. We'll kick it on here in a minute. Taking a look at the side, this does have 2 filters, therefore it does suck air from both sides. Taking a look at the back, you get a power adapter plug right here. Does tell you and warn you, please make sure and take out filters and remove the packaging. I have seen on the Amazon page a couple times people have said, oh, it doesn't work so far. They haven't removed the plastic off filters. They just take it out of the package, plug it in, and go. To get it open, it could not be simpler. You have a little push button, you push, lift the lid, lift it off. Does give you instructions on here in case you need it to be able to pull it off. You pull the filters out just like so, and there are arrows on here for which way it goes in, but it won't let you put them in any other way. And this is what I was talking about. So what they're considering a pre-filter is this mesh that's on here, and then you have the HEPA filter underneath. If you vacuum this with like the brush once a week, once every 2 weeks, it is going to significantly extend the life of this. Unless you live in a really, really dusty climate or area, you shouldn't have to worry about replacing these filters except for maybe every 4 to 6 months, something like that. I've gotten a lot of life out of all my filters that are done this way. On the other side, you have the activated charcoal in here, which is going to be the part that removes any odors out of the air. Filters slide in and out very easily. You have 2 of them, 1 on each side. And I have found these that have the filters on the both sides to work really well. And then of course, you've got the other side, the bottom, and the top. And I don't know if I need to turn down the lights or anything on this, but we'll kick it on. You get a little chime. You get a little rotation of colors down here, little RGB lights going on. Now, I'll be honest, when it's on its lowest setting, it doesn't move a lot of air. Like you can feel some air movement, but it's not super crazy. It's soft, it's light. Like you could easily sleep with this with no issues on. Like you could easily sleep with this right next to your head and you wouldn't even notice. Like you cannot hear this on its lowest setting. But then again, on its lowest setting, it's barely moving any air. So over on this side, you do have the little light bulb. You can either have it where it's rotating through the colors, you can lock it to a color as it's rotating through, or you can turn off the light altogether. And for myself, I don't really like having them go through all the different colors or even the night light portion. It's kind of irritating to me, especially when, you know, you're trying to sleep. But like this, we'll just lock it to green and it'll stay on green. It's not super bright. which, I mean, that's the point. It's going to be on your desk. You don't want blaring in your face, but you know that it's on. Personally, myself, I turn off the light. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. I'll try and get as close as I can. But that is on max. And it does move some air. Like it moves some air. I don't know where that one there is. But even, and this is just a piece of plastic. This little thing is super sensitive. Like if you brush against it, or if a cat brushes against it, it's going to do that. But even on low, like you can kind of see it fluttering. So if you're one of those that likes sleeping with just like a light breeze going across your face, this is going to be perfect for you because it's not overbearing and it's absolutely silent. But I usually keep it right about there. So you can barely hear when it's on, but it's working good. You've got a good airflow. And it's sucking air from both sides. So first of all, I'd like to thank JAFANDA for sending the JF180, I have to look at the name, over to me to review and trusting me after I did the initial review for one of their products, just on a whim because I really liked it. Again, I don't know the pricing on it. They just released it like 2 days ago, something like that, on April 1st, April Fools of all day. So there will be a link down below if you want to check that out. It will take you to their site. Again, this is not a paid, this is not commission, there's no affiliate, there's no anything on there. They just sent it to me and I want to thank them for that. If you guys enjoyed this video, well, good, because there's a lot more different videos coming. I've got some hand tools for woodworking that I've picked up or been sent to me for a review. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got an electric skateboard that I've got to unbox and review for you guys. I've got an electric bike that I've got to review for you guys that has been highly modified. And I just have a bunch of stuff. This year, I don't mean to be a salesperson, but I'm just sharing things that are making me happy. And this is one of them. I will see you guys all in the next video. As usual, stay safe. I will see you guys all, and peace.